Imagine the answer about your present dilemma being delivered to you from a divine God source. It is possible. So right now you've got a dilemma in your life and you don't know what to do, what action to take. Maybe it's about which direction with a job or a relationship. Maybe it's a dilemma that you've actually lost a sense of direction in your life and you're wondering what your purpose is. Maybe you're feeling a lack of money, time, you're stressed, negative about life, about love, eating too much, life's become boring, you're stuck in a rut, lonely, depressed and anxious about your future. Now, any of these situations can apply in your life and you don't know what is the best thing to do for yourself. So here's a possible explanation about your situation, which I hope that you might grasp. So imagine your soul, your inner spirit, who is nudging you to make better decisions in your life that will help you be happier. Because right now, you are not developing yourself. You're not developing your real self and your potential. Instead, you're staying small, unempowered, and you're living in your comfort zone. Now, if you are a person who is a people pleaser, not being true to yourself, hiding behind a mask, not using your gifts and feeling unworthy, being who people want you to be, but not yourself, that's not safe. And in fact, it's dangerous, it's unhealthy, it's demoralizing. Because what that does for you, it breeds feelings of discontent, depression, you're belittling yourself, you're miserable, you're regretful, insecure, unmotivated, and even codependent, where you're not being valued, respected, or loved. Now, all of those things create negative emotions which internalize within your body, and this adds to you getting sick, cancer, or other equally bad illnesses. But you know, you can change this because you do have free will. You know, you've got a sense that there's something different in your life that you can do, but you don't know what to do it or how. Your soul or inner spirit is still nudging you and you've got to make some choices. So here we go. Choice A. You're too scared and in fact you stay that way for the rest of your life, unhappy, unfulfilled, unsuccessful. If you've chosen choice A right now, you don't need to watch any of more of the movie because you're caught up in fear. But maybe you want to hear what fear really is. It's just negative thinking about things that could happen. It doesn't mean they will happen. Generally they don't, but your ego, your past beliefs about, which probably date back to when you were a child or your grandparents and parents said things about 30 or 50 years ago, they're lodged in your mind and maybe they were true back then, but they're not true today. That's stopping you, or your lack of confidence and feeling not okay. Those things have actually won because you're now unhappy, going to stay unhappy for the rest of your life. So if you haven't left this video and you're opening your mind to a new solution in life, congratulations. The second choice I want to share with you is choice B, is that you choose to find an answer to those feelings of indecisiveness and discontent. If you do that, your job is to move forward in your life. And I suspect right now you're listening to your inner guidance and your intuition, who is urging you to listen. But there's more, and here's what it's all about. Now, we are all, everyone in the world, is in a big plan to make the world a better place. Some people learn it quickly, like Oprah, Louise Hay, fulfill their destinies, and even Elton John. These three people have embraced all their gifts, overcome their huge challenges, been rewarded financially, keeping some for themselves, but also enjoy giving others away to a lot of people of the charities and people in the world, all to make the world a better place. Now, none of us are going to be them because we have got our own personal journey and challenges to overcome. We've got our own rewards to enjoy. And then once we've done that, we share that out into the world. But first, you've actually got to start your journey. Now, everyone has a gift and talent that directs your purpose and your enjoyment in life. Your job is to find out what it is and overcome all the negative thoughts up here that keep you stuck. So if that appeals to you, keep on listening. If instead you're thinking of not watching anymore, basically your ego and past beliefs are controlling your mindset and therefore your life, because you're still scared, negative, stuck, and they are winning over your inner spirit and your guides. That inner spirit and guide will bring you peace, confidence, positiveness, purpose, and fulfillment. Which one do you want? So if this still interests you, here's another possibility for you. My name is Janice Davies. I've been on my personal journey for 30 plus years. I'm a speaker, trainer, author, coach, script writer, and I've been teaching people for that long strategies to help them succeed. I learned from me first and then taught it. Now, my life purpose was revealed to me way back then, but it just took me some years to embrace the full impact of it. You'll understand why shortly. You see, I started receiving messages from what I call a divine source. I didn't know who it was. In the year 2000, when I received my biggest message spoken to me, I had a vision and I called this person God. The vision was a TV screen and a movie. Now, years later, I've embraced these, and I call these a group of chaps who contact me about my life mission and purpose. To my mind, there's a whole array of folk, as I call them. There's angels, spirit guides, divine intelligence, ascended masters, and more. But they guide me in my life, but they also guide me to share direct answers from them to others, and that's what I was told to call this a divine wisdom guidance session. I receive messages by hearing, seeing, feeling, knowing, and they guide me and my clients to make the best decisions for themselves so that we can all develop our potential. So here's a few stories about people I've helped. One lady who'd been a hairdresser for 20 years suddenly became allergic to hair dyes and chemicals. So she had a session with me and we worked together, and I was able to guide to share her potential that she could develop an organic product for hairdressers and turn this into a global business. So after our session, she started a job as selling into hairdressing salons so she could learn the sales process while she began developing a product to develop. Another extremely competent lady, she was a farmer's daughter, so she was very masculine, wondered about her future and were there any relationships, because until now they'd been disastrous. I was able to clarify there were some in the pipeline, and she needed to make some changes because she was very much in the masculine, the yang energy, and then to embrace some of the feminine yin energy within herself as well. And there was a new business in the picture as well. So how could any of this help you right now in your present dilemma, where you don't know what to do in life, where to go, which direction to take? Well, the main benefit to you is that you get a message revealed to you direct from divine God source via me, and that guides you towards your higher self. So basically, I have a three-way conversation with you, me, and the chaps upstairs about the best decision and direction for you right now that's going to lead to your development and your happiness. So that's the inner spirit you're feeling right now, the greatest version of you who is untapped and is wanting to become that person, because that's the real you. That's you living your highest form of life, and you're being nudged to do it. So I guide you with concepts to achieve your potential from a divine God source. Then I combine my divine guidance with my Positively You program to coach you how to reach your potential. You know, my coaching is personal development information. And if you need any more of a specific topic, the chaps upstairs actually nudge me and they tell me to share something else with you. So from my perspective, you're getting a double whammy. You're getting my 30 years of personal development experience to guide you, and then you're getting the chaps upstairs, infinite wisdom to help you as well. So remember these words earlier when I talked about Oprah, Louise, and Elton. And if you've read their biographies or watched their movies like Rocket Man from Elton, you'll see that all of them had different forms of personal development, coaching, and more to become the best version of themselves. It didn't just happen. So everyone has a gift and talent that directs your purpose and enjoyment in life. And now, as we're in a new time in history and the world is redefining itself, every person is being urged to step up to their best self and do their bit to save the planet Earth and humanity. So I'm stepping up as well, again. So recently I was called an oracle, and in this time of unprecedented turmoil, a time in history and growth of humanity, I'm stepping up to fully embrace this role, which for many years I've just used for myself, family, friends, and local clients. So according to Mr. Google, the definition of an oracle is a person considered to provide wise and insightful counsel of predictions of the future inspired by the gods. So as a result is a form of divine guidance. So that's who I am as well. So now I'm sharing the divine guidance with others. So here's a few things that I've received about myself. About 35 years ago, my first message, seemingly unspoken to me loud in a bank, says, "You will be divorced with 2 young children within 5 years." Well, guess what? I was. I'd married a bully and I lived in a negative environment, and I wanted to raise my daughters in a positive home. So I chose to become a single mum. Never ever regretted that decision. So the prophecy came true, but it took me up to the next level in life. Over the next 20 or so years, I've received many messages, including, "You deserve better than this." Now, that was when I was still with my ex-husband. 3 a.m. one morning, "Write your life story." That was after I left him, so I've done that. Buy a home and income. And in the year 2000, when I was out walking, the street should have been busy, but it was like it was deserted. And I saw a vision. It was a TV screen with words rolling along the bottom. A very, very deep, deep voice said to me, "Start a self-esteem day." 2006, I received another message and I was told the best way to teach self-esteem is via a movie and technology. Well, that blew me away because I had no idea how to do either of those things. However, eventually 2011, wrote my life story, then the interactive movie script. So the vision I saw is now incorporated into my movie. It's a very big business idea. My interactive movie is based on my life story, so I've been guided. So from my perspective, this isn't my idea. I'm just the person on earth manifesting it to help humanity. It's been based on what I've been guided to do throughout my journey. So in my process, I've used personal spiritual development, law of attraction, and I'm manifesting the results. It's a combination of all of these things which I teach in my Positively You program. Now, it took me years to have the confidence to learn about these messages, and every time my experience and knowledge grows. And now I have a slightly different concept because I call all these chaps upstairs, ultimately they've got an overlying sort of collective presence to help humanity, the planet, and you and me. So that's the process. Divine God source is helping you to become your best so you can have everything you deserve, and also then you go and help the world with your gifts and talents. So that's where it is. It's time for you to step up now, especially since we're in the midst of a state of change in the world right now. There's another unique time in history, and it's the opening up of the stages of divine feminine energies into humanity. Whereas it's not all about money and power, it's also about love, peace, and harmony. And you, my dear friend, like me, are part of it. So this is where I can help you, and I hope you step up because your inner spirit is calling you, which is exactly why you are feeling uncomfortable in your life right now. So if you're ready to transform your life, embrace your potential in this new world, and want an answer to your next direction or the right decision to make, I'm offering is a free success strategy 45 to 60-minute call. We talk about your dreams and uncover the unfulfilled desires that you imagine were impossible, so that whereas you've let them slip through from your life, we're going to pull them back, and we're going to look at how we can manifest. We uncover your biggest challenges that you hold you back, and I'll share some tips and ideas for your next stages. We also determine whether you're a good fit for us to work together, and I can help you move forward into the next chapter of your life. The best outcome for you is combining personal development and divine guidance to get the transformation you need to get from where you are down here to where you are capable of becoming and living the life that you've just dreamed about. So that way you get your results much quicker than just stumbling through life hoping you'll find the answers. I give you specific answers. So the main thing you've got to do is get onto your own personal journey, onto your own road in life, align to your potential, design your dreams, and as you move forward, the universe supports you, guides you, the next step, the next step, the next step. You don't know all the answers. That's actually not your job. Your job is to align, then receive inspired thoughts from the universe and take inspired actions. And that is the process of your transformational life, which I teach you. The benefit of having a free success strategy call with me is we discuss your past, your present, and any of your future dreams. We also talk about your biggest challenges, and I share some tips and some ideas about how you can work with those right now. And then we also have a chat about whether we can work together in the future. So click now and book the free call. Now, I'm also manifesting my dreams, and you know, I'm a bit of a sailor and an adventurer, so I'm getting busier. So while I've got some gaps, book in and find a time that suits you. So if you're ready to move forward and start achieving your potential and get your blueprint and align to the life that you've dreamed about, take the first step forward now, click now and take control of your outcomes.